Yo, what up? What up? Just Prince TV here. So now that we got even more information surfacing about how fake Ja Rule is, just another studio gangster, he got exposed on that plane. That plane is a perfect example because we got proof from Tony Yayo, and you can hear through his audio, he's literally saying exactly what he said, all right, in the interviews, all right? So now it gets even more deeper. Instead of throwing the hands, Ja Rule wanted to throw pillows. So the whole pillow fight thing was Ja Rule. That had nothing to do with Tony Yayo, nothing to do with Uncle Murder. They weren't throwing pillows, all right? Ja Rule throwing a pillow instead of throwing your hands is soft. Let's do a little replacement. If King Von was beefing with G Unit, do you think King Von would be on a plane throwing pillows at Tony Yayo? Or he would do what he did to Rondo, run up on niggas, boom, give him that 2 KO. If that was King Von, he wouldn't even be talking. Say no more. That's my ops. Real street nigga. R.I.P. to King Von. A real street demon. I'm not condoning violence, but at least he lived the way that he say he is. Ja Rule is a fake. He's a phony. He never stood on no blocks. Nobody have no recollection of Ja Rule doing anything street. I'm from Queens. We don't know Ja Rule. Okay? Only people that we know is the people that is that he's affiliated with. He never stood on no blocks. He never hustled. He never did nothing. The boy's a church boy. He's a good boy. He ain't nothing gangster. All right? And I'm not condoning that type of lifestyle, but as a guy that's from Queensbridge Projects, 40th side of QB, I could tell you, Ja Rule ain't got no street cred. Ja Rule didn't put no street work in. All right? Period. Because people I know and people of my family, they were outside. And when I mean outside, they were outside doing their thing. And I'm not going to incriminate them, but you know what I'm getting at. So my point is, what I'm saying to you is, don't say, oh, let's shake, let's shake. You were scared, my nigga. Because you know if you got off that plane in Southside Jamaica, Queens, you ain't got nobody. G-Unit still owns Southside Jamaica, Queens. They may not be popping in rap no more, but don't get it twisted. G-Unit still got them street soldiers with them. It's still got them dudes with them things on them. Don't get that twisted. So, here's the thing. I know a lot of people like to hate on G-Unit, but let's keep it a buck. G-Unit is one of the most realest rap groups or movements in hip-hop history, period. Matter of fact, 50 Cent was the last of gangsters. He was the last real gangster hip-hop artist. The last real guy that put that work in on the street. People know who Boo Boo is. Nobody knows who fucking Ja Rule is. Ja Rule don't got no tails, no street credibility or hustling. Ja Rule never hustled. You never hustled. You never shop it till your hands ache. You ain't Cormega. What you know about a key, man? You never hustled. Like my man Cormega said, Queensbridge. Those are real street cats. Cormega, 50 Cent. You know, Jungle, Mobb Deep, Nice to Future. Some of you may not know who Nice to Future, but these are real street cats. Ja Rule don't got no type of credibility like that. G-Unit was outside with fucking dumb dudes that put that work in. All right? You ever E-Money Bags, Killer. G-Unit was with that. Man, G-Unit ain't no joke. Y'all know what time it is when you're dealing with dudes like G-Unit, man. At least they preach what they say they do. All them dudes do exactly that street shit that they did. That's why they approach that attitude, and they don't mind beefing with everybody because they about that shit. You know? Ja Rule lucky that Tony Yayo still want to eat caviar pancakes and all that weird stuff that he like eating overseas, you know. And here's a funny part. They wasn't going to touch son. They told him sit down and chill. They said, you good? Ja Rule was like, oh, I'm good. You good? You guys okay? At some point, niggas gonna keep check you, be like, yo, sit your scary ass down, man. What the fuck? Look at this bitch ass nigga Ja Rule. And you know Uncle Murder was gonna get it popping with them things, so that's the type of dude he is. He liked conflict, you know? But Tony Yayo was chill with Ja Rule. He was telling the dude, sit back, you know? Now, during the course of 5 hours, sooner or later, one of them dudes would have slapped the shit out of Ja Rule. He would have got his hands put on him. He knows that. That's why he made that scene, because he had to get off that plane. He had to get off that plane. He was in the danger zone. It is what it is. And Ja Rule is a man that will forever be tormented by G-Unit. He gonna wake up with nightmares hearing about G-Unit. The man is shook. And if he was really murder, how come you couldn't handle 50 Cent? You should have got him out of there. If 50 Cent's really that much of a problem to you, why is he still alive and walking? Because Tupac and Biggie was real. They ain't here no more. King Von Beast was real. They ain't here no more. So if you really murder, you guys supposed to be putting that work in. There ain't no reason why 50 Cent or Ja Rule, for that matter, is walking this earth, right? But G-Unit lets you live because they know you not a street cat. If you was a real street cat, you wouldn't even be here no more, if you ask me. We out. Peace.